travel abroad for MPs and civil servants. New details emerge on Kawempe fire. Uganda's High Commissioner to Kenya, Dr. Hassan Galwango, is dead. Good afternoon and welcome to News by 256. This is where you get all the updates from Uganda and across the region. Now in our first story, President Museveni has placed a blanket ban on travel abroad by members of parliament, civil servants to save money for other priorities. While commissioning facilities at Uganda Petroleum Institute Kigumba in Kiryandongo, Museveni was not happy to learn that institute does not have enough funding to become a fully-fledged institute. He bashed the finance ministry officials for failing to prioritize the most important sectors such as oil and gas that will generate billions of money for the economy and asked them to ban travel abroad as well as internal allowances. Mr. Museveni said he was informed that even before the oil starts flowing, the oil companies are going to invest $15 billion in Uganda, and out of that, 40% will remain in the country. The president, who was in the company of the Minister of Education and First Lady Miss Janet Museveni, said government contracted UPIK to train experts who are going to work in oil exploration. He added, allowances inside Uganda, we can freeze all those and do this as we have done previously. Earlier, the principal of Uganda Petroleum Institute Kigumba, Mr. Bernard Ongodia, had reported that whereas the World Bank funded them with $15.1 million, which facilitated the construction of 5 modern workshop, multi-purpose building and gate house among others, Mr. Ongodia said they need to extend the ICT fiber network to cover the entire institute. He added that with the new infrastructure and equipment in place, there is a need to fence the institute and acquire a police post. Moving on, the police in Kampala are holding a woman who allegedly locked up her boyfriend and a cousin sister in an apartment bedroom before setting it ablaze. The boyfriend and cousin died in what the police describing as a love triangle. The suspect is said to have run away from the inferno while telling anyone within the vicinity that a gas explosion had taken place. The neighbors and police rescued him, however, found the bedroom locked. When they broke into bedchamber, they discovered 2 cups. The gas cooker was intact and the bedroom keys was missing. The incident happened on January 12 at Ginger Kalori Kawempe Zone A, ward in Njeru Kawempe Division, Kampala District. Mr. Wakisi Division, the Kampala Metropolitan Police Deputy Spokesperson, yesterday confirmed the incident. He also revealed a female suspect has been arrested and police preferred holding charges of murder as investigations continue. Police preliminary investigations indicated that fire shattered the apartment belonging to Miss Grace Sanyu, a businesswoman and resident of Kawempe Division. On side note, Uganda's High Commissioner to Kenya and Seychelles Islands, Dr. Hassan Galwango, has died. Mr. Galwango died Monday morning at Nairobi Hospital, where he had been admitted. The late was the husband to Mbale City Woman Member of Parliament, Konna Kayenze Galwango. Mr. President appointed Galwango as the High Commissioner to Kenya in October 2020. Galwango was also the former long-serving Director of Finance and Administration at the NLM Secretariat at the time of his ambassadorial appointment. Medina Ham, the NLM party chairperson of Kuboko, replaced him at the Secretariat. The cause of his death is yet to be communicated by the government. Tributes have been flowing on various social media platforms about the ambassador, who many have described as a great support system. In Buikwe, a police is investigating the death of 18-year-old housemaid whose body was found Saturday in her room in the Buloba Central Zone, Wakisi Division, Njeru Municipality. Miss Helen Butoto, the Seziwa Regional Police spokesperson, said Jessin Nabulwala was last seen alive on Friday when her bosses, both teachers, left their 2 children in the company, including one aged 14 years. It is this teenager who found the maid non-responsive the next day and immediately alerted the neighbor, identified as Miss Aisha Namakula, who came and confirmed that she was dead. Detectives found leftover food and vomit sprawled on her bed, which was taken to establish whether the deceased consumed poison. Police suspect the maid died sometimes after 8 p.m. on Friday, the time one of the children said they had supper and each of them went to bed. Also, in another developing story, police in Buikwe District is hunting for the driver of a truck registration number UAT159P, which reportedly knocked a border rider dead, leaving his passenger with serious injuries along Onyenga na Chibizi Road on Friday evening. Mr. Ziputoto identified the deceased as Fred Wafula and the passenger as Miss Irene Nawire, 36 years, a resident of Chiriowa Village, Njeru Northward in Njeru Municipality. According to Butoto, the accident happened when the yet-to-be-identified truck driver who is on run lost control and knocked the deceased, who was riding motorcycle registration number UEN 460Q towards the accused direction. Mr. Wafula died on the spot, and his body was taken to Jinja Regional Referral Hospital mortuary, where Nawire was rushed to St. Francis Hospital, Nyenga, for treatment. Mrs. Butoto blamed the rampant accidents on reckless riding or driving under influence of alcohol and illicit drugs. That's all I had for you this afternoon. Stay tuned for more updates on News by 256. Kindly like, share, subscribe to this channel for the new videos.